Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. And today we're just going to do kind of a little catch-up video, not too big of a deal, but let's go ahead and knock out the housekeeping. I'm smoking my new, see if it'll come through, my new Rat Rays Emblem Collection billiard, shape 151. Beautiful grain pattern on there. I love that. Sorry about the reflection. In it today, I'm running C&D's Haunted Bookshop Cake. Only the second time I've had this blend. First one was with you guys. Figure I might as well keep up the trend, yeah? Nice little blend. As I remember, it takes a minute for this to equalize. And be easier to smoke. All right. Why don't y'all let me know in the comments what you're smoking? I like to hear that kind of stuff. And occasionally y'all give me some good ideas. You can definitely taste the perique in this. All right, so as you can tell, I'm back in my old truck, temporarily, though it may be. My new truck I took up to Fairbanks on Tuesday, and they're doing I guess they call it a crystal coat. My wife paid for it, or, got it as part of the purchase loan or whatever. And they're doing that crystal coat. I guess it does the undercarriage, it also does the body and the interior, which I did not know until I dropped it off. But that'll be done either today. I think today. I go back in on Tuesday to pick it up. And that'll be kind of fun, I loved driving that truck all the way to Fairbanks. That was really something. As you can tell, back in behind me, we have snow. Not very much at the moment, but this snow I think is gonna stick, because it's been snowing off and on for a few days, and that tends to slowly freeze the ground up. And I think this one's probably gonna stick. We're supposed to be getting snow all week long, so I think I'm gonna have to go out after work here. At my second job, I'm gonna have to go out and hook up the plow and bring it in just to be sure I have it available. Now, If memory serves, in the last video, I told you that I had been looking at getting back into truck driving for a few weeks now. Working some of the details out quietly. I have not let anybody, including my wife, know what I was thinking about doing. The only ones that I told were the people who watch this channel. And by the time I upload this, I will have just barely uploaded that video. So no one at this current time knows that I've been looking into it. That being said, we were sitting there 2 nights ago after work, and my wife started looking at big trucks on her phone. Started asking ChatGPT questions and whatnot. And though ChatGPT and I differ quite a lot on our opinions on the different brands of trucks, it basically was saying essentially the same thing I had been thinking. And I asked her, well, because she was asking me just off the wall questions about if I'd ever driven a Freightliner, or, which I have, or Kenworth, or Peterbilt, or Western Star, or International. I'm like, yeah, I haven't driven a Western Star, but the other ones I have. And she asked me my opinions on them, and I told her. And I asked her, why are you asking me this? Because it doesn't make sense. And she just said, I think you need to buy a truck and start driving. Where'd that come from? And she just said, well, it's kind of where you belong, I think. Okay, kudos to you. You're more observant than I thought you were. So she's been thinking about all of that. She wants me to look at buying a truck. I'm like, okay, no problem. I didn't tell her that I'd already been thinking about it for weeks. But so, yeah. Just very interesting. Things are just like, I want to say lining up and falling into place, but I'm almost afraid to say that. I mean, it's really borderline. Because that alone is a statement I never would have dreamed of her making. Ah, here comes the fuel truck. Peterbilt 389. Shorty, probably 265-inch wheelbase. Double trailers. Sorry. But needless to say, in a few months you might just start seeing me in a big truck. If all goes well. So, that'll be fucking awesome for me. Yes, sir. To me, that was fantastic news. Like, off the wall. Absolutely did not expect it. But at the same time, it couldn't be better. You know? And if I buy my own truck and I'm paying my own insurance, I can take my kids or my wife with me anytime I choose. Only rule is my truck, my rules. That alone would probably keep my wife out of it. So, things are going good. Really, really good. We shall see what happens from here. But it's kind of strange. Everything is just really looking like I'm moving in the direction I'm supposed to move, if that makes sense. I'm really liking that pipe. All of my rat raised pipes, actually. They're all set up for a 9mm filter. I don't use them. But you pull that filter out, got a wide open draw, baby. I love it. And every one of my pipes that I use the most, without exception, is a rat raise. The only other one I really use much now is my Star Meerschaum pipe. And that I primarily use because that is what I have found works the best for my pallet for running half and half, which I'm actually enjoying in that Star Meerschaum. I never thought I'd say that, ever. But I am. But that is a pipe I have to be a little bit more careful with. Because that one is a lot easier to damage and everything else, right? So I've got to be a bit more careful with that Star Meerschaum than I do with anything else that I own. Which actually works out all right because I don't smoke a lot of half and half. I'm not that kind of person. You know, but once I realized that it wasn't tasting bad anymore, kind of not bad at all, right? I started smoking a little bit more of it here and there. Enough where I have decided to, under normal circumstances, I will keep a little jar of it with me of half and half, and I'll keep my Star Meerschaum in my go bag. Which I don't have my go bag here with me, but it's just a little sling bag day pack. Oh. But I keep some of it with me almost all the time. Just because I have been smoking more of it. Just here and there, but I have been smoking more of it. And what else I take with me kind of depends on my mood when I leave the house. I know exactly what I'm going to carry with me all the time when I start driving truck again. And that's that Engine 99. Engine 99, Prince Albert, Cajun Cake. Absolutely. Maybe even some of that pirate cake. That wasn't bad either. I actually have, I think, a pound of that Engine 99 in my cart. Just because I'm really liking that stuff. That's good for rolling down the road. Oh yeah, you bet. Yeah, buddy. Well, I've kept y'all long enough. I'm just really excited about potentially starting to drive truck again. It's been something I have truly missed, because the only reason I got out of it the first time is I couldn't keep my boys with me. I could not bring my kids with me, and that fucking boiled my blood, man. Sacrifices we make as parents, right? Anyway, I love y'all. Take care. Peace. I'm out.